Good morning, Robin. This is a significant and dangerous provocation. There have been a spate of attacks blamed on Iran in recent weeks, but this is a direct attack on a U.S. military asset. This drone is one of America's most sophisticated unarmed surveillance aircraft. The U.S. says the drone was operating in international airspace over the Strait of Hormuz, that narrow but vital oil shipping waterway, when it was struck by an Iranian surface-to-air missile. Iran does not deny shooting down the U.S. aircraft, but claims it was in Iranian territorial airspace. The commander of the Revolutionary Guard Corps saying our borders are our red line. Any enemy that violates them will not return and will be destroyed.
Margaret Brennan, our chief foreign affairs correspondent and moderator of Face the Nation, joins us now from our Washington bureau. And Margaret, most immediately here, is the president still considering military action?
Well, a senior administration official that I spoke with today said the president maintains at all times the option of using military force. But the primary thing the administration is considering at this point is another round of sanctions to hit Iran next week if it follows through on its threat to break through restrictions on its nuclear program. Those had been set in place in 2015 in that agreement with the world powers. So I didn't get the sense that a military strike like the one considered last night is imminent.
Now, as far as last night, Margaret, do we know in the end what made him pull back and shut the whole thing down?
Well, the president says it was that potential loss of life, but we do know he heard concerns from congressional leaders, European allies, and some U.S. military advisors that a military strike would be an escalation that could have had some unintended consequences. Remember, the president's red line was a loss of American life, and for him, that would be the trigger for military action. It didn't happen here. They lost an expensive drone. A White House official told me now the U.S. is trying to reassure some allies that the administration is not going to leave them hanging. In fact, the president called the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia today to convey that message and pledged the U.S. will not tolerate Iranian misbehavior. But we will have to see if this near miss deters Iran or encourages it.
Okay, Margaret Brennan, a lot to watch here. Thank you very much tonight. And we should tell you that Margaret is sitting down with Vice President Mike Pence this Sunday on Face the Nation. Immigration